Alright, so today we have the Bell's Brewery Advent Variety Pack Day 10. This is December 10th, and today we have Cherry Stout, but this is the vintage version. This was packaged on 11/13/15. So I did check Untapped. I have not had this one. And a couple of the other ones, I think the Third Coast Ale and some of the older Expedition Stouts. I've said this. Usually when Bell's releases, I'm just going to go with like a stout or a higher ABV beer. They usually put out a vintage of it. Now, how many do they have? I'm not quite sure. But obviously this was released in 2015 and they still have it. I've seen other ones, but I've never really picked them up, so I don't know how far back they've gone. I think 2015 is about the norm, just from some of these and some of the other ones. Like I think this year's Expedition Stout is the 2016 version, I believe. But we'll go ahead and try this, see how well it's aged. I did, was it December 3rd or something, was this year's, the 2019 version of the Cherry Stout. This is 7% ABV. Michigan tart cherries are used. I believe they're from Traverse City cherries. Now, going back this old, maybe they're not. But let's go ahead and get it into a glass and see what we think. This is kind of fun. I don't know, like I was saying, I don't know how far they go back, but it would be cool to see Bell's do like a 12 Days of Christmas with all aged beers. I'm sure it would be kind of expensive, but even for this, for 24 beers, there are a couple vintage ones in there, and it was $55 plus deposit plus tax. Head is gone. I'm guessing that's from the cherry and how long it's been sitting. I do have a khaki-ish head. What bubbles are in there? They're circling right now. For the color, that is black. I do not have a hue. I do have a very small hue on the very bottom, very dark hue that I can see. Let's go ahead and smell. Like a very fermented fruit, almost like a, I don't drink wine, but like a cherry wine, like that. More very fermented, older fruit mixed with a little bit of roasted malt. Not very much. Sweetness is coming off. It almost smells like it's barrel aged, like that cherry's coming through, that old fermented cherry. There is a little bit of tartness in there, a little bit of roasted malt, but it almost smells like it's been aged in a barrel a long time, like not the oak or the bourbon smell, but like a very older smell, if that works. Let's go ahead and taste. It is a tartar cherry. The first sip reminds me of Trog's Mad Elf. Like that cherry that they use in there. I think I've had two different kinds of it, but that kind of cherry comes off. It's like a tart, older cherry, like the inner part of a cherry. Because it's almost, there's some cinnamon in there. Some tart, cherry, sweetness, cinnamon. You really don't get that roasted malt. I do a little bit on the aftertaste, like as my palate starts warming up. I start getting a little bit of that roasted malt, but it's got a good aged cherry tart sweetness cinnamon in there. I know they don't use cinnamon because we didn't get anything like this out of the 2019. Uh, I don't know. I'll have to keep checking because I do believe there's a vintage expedition stout in there. But at least on this one, they do not put a shelf life on here. So I will have to go back and check the cherry stout from this year to see if it says unlimited on there. This is something I would pick a 4 pack, 6 pack. I'm not sure what they sell this in. I would pick it up and let it age because this is very good. I would have to go with a 4.5 out of 5. That tartness, that cherry, I don't know where the cinnamon's coming from. I don't know why I'm getting like a cinnamon. Because that cherry, now thinking about it, I wouldn't say it's a cough syrup, but it's got like that cough syrup vibe, but it's good. But I don't understand the cinnamon. I don't know where that's what is coming off to make it like a cinnamon. I don't know if it's just the cherry and roasted malts just aged so long that that's what it's coming off like. Like maybe something from the malts are bringing off like a cinnamon. But yeah, that's solid. Checking Untapped, I did bring up the 2015 version. None of my friends have had it. Only 17 people checked it in, average 3.98. I'm guessing. Okay, so somebody did have it 14 hours ago. I'm guessing they got this pack. They gave it a 4. Then December 8th, he didn't rate it. Somebody did have it, and it says 4 years old. They gave it a 4. So I'm a little bit higher than some of these people on here. It looks like most of these on here, they had it at the brewery. Yeah, all these. So I don't know if this was added to Untapped after, because, like I said, all these are December. December 1st, 2019, November 30th, 2019. So, yeah, maybe they didn't have this on there. I don't know when Untapped started, but I feel like it was back in 2015. It was before that. But yeah, very solid beer. If you can still get this variety pack, I think this is worth picking up. So if you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And until next time, happy brewing.